and confident pilot that we're going to go to, let's say Ethiopia is a good direction. What you think? Starting!
So, we didn't make to Ethiopia this time. Instead, thanks to literally everyone's recommendation, we ended up in the Canary Islands. We chose Tenerife, famous for the Teide volcano, dramatic mountains, and those beautiful post-colonial towns. Basically, we're trying to learn something about volcanoes, but I think I'm starting to torturing myself.
How we can blow up. So it comes from underground.
Yeah,
So
magma rise up.
just like you told me, lava underground.
Helado de chocolate.
Lava de chocolate.
Helado de chocolate.
This is our first day. It's 7 o'clock morning, but my son just figured out to go and use swimming pool. No, I can't go through because the gate is closed, so there is the reality. Flying people. Flying people, okay. They're jumping from that mountain. Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy. Unfortunately, I give up to find free car park, so obviously I had to leave my car in the private car park, and you have to spend €5 for all day, which is fair play. We're going to Duce Playa. This is the closest where we are right now, and we have a look how it looks like. So far it's not so bad. It looks like in Spain a little bit. Beautiful palm trees. The city is still in permanent process of building new houses and hotels, so yeah, it's good impression so far.
On our list, Teide National Park, the streaking black beaches up north, the volcanic poles in Garachico, and a boat trip on the Atlantic to look for whales and dolphins.
It's so wavy. Ugh.
I was traveling with my 8-year-old son, so the plan had too much his energy expectation. Not exactly my usual travel style, but honestly, I'm just along for the ride at this point. After landing, we started by exploring the area around us. We stayed in Adeje, just a 10-minute drive from the beach. And I have to say, the settings is incredible. Ocean and mountain in one place, that's a dream for any traveler.
For me so far is a mix of Spain and Peru in Tenerife.
This is it's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
€4 one, 3 for 10.
But the number of hotels, luxury shops, and that kind of Western resort vibe, well, let's just say it wasn't exactly my scene at the moment. We went from beach to beach, but honestly, that kind of routine got a bit tiring for me pretty quickly. Everywhere we went, crowd of tourists, loud music, packed restaurants, a full-on holiday playground. But to be fair, one thing I absolutely loved about the coast was the food. Amazing quality and surprisingly reasonable prices.
The weather is very different, weird actually, because
No, it's not. It's a sun. Because
sometimes it's sun, but sometimes it's very grey, and from the mountainsides going grey clouds, and there was even storm today there. Like we heard the thunders, but we didn't have any rain. But it was looks like
it looked weird.
it was weird. Oh wow! Look at this. There is more there.
The evening was beautiful and sunny, but by night the dark clouds rolled in and it suddenly turned cold. I figured it was the perfect moment to head to the Teide National Park, especially since beach time was clearly off the table. We set off in thick fog, barely seeing anything around us. But the higher we drove, the more the weather began to change.
Yes, of course. So that's right. And we're stuck a little bit in the traffic.
And here's where we hit reality. If you want to take the cable car, you need to book your ticket at least 2 weeks in advance. My spontaneous trip made that completely impossible, so we had to skip this attraction. On top of that, access to many areas, including the summits of Teide, requires an additional permit, which is not included in the ticket. There are also strict limits on the number of visitors. So, if you don't plan everything a few weeks ahead of your trip, you might end up like me, just trying to find any way to enter the park. And then there's the parking. Most viewpoints are so overcrowded that finding a spot is nearly impossible. Honestly, for me, it was a nightmare.
Everywhere in this land was eruption, so every stone you can have a look. It was the lava before. Look, have you seen such a lava? Look, you were asking me how the lava looks like when it's dry.
Yeah.
Mixing with oxygen, we've got that kind of very dark stones. Oh wow, you can run. Come on, you can touch lava right now. You can't even climb. It is really tricky weather. So it's windy. It's 12 degrees. I know how it works in mountain. I'll be red when I came back home because of very bright sun. So I like this diversity in Tenerife, that you can lie on the beach and you can enjoy landscape, and obviously you can make you tired by the activity you choose. And there's a plenty of them to do so. But the problem is with the number of people. Even now in November, there's so many people. So it's hard to imagine how it's in the summertime. Crazy. Woohoo! And our first summit! Yeah, you did it! Amazing! Woohoo! We are somewhere. We don't know where, but it doesn't matter. We're just trying to make this trip easy and make it values. And we did it. Yeah. Okay, good job. You reached your first summit, look. Oh, it was first accident. I'm almost blind. There's a lot of sounds, you know, with this wind. Oh. But this is Tenerife, like several microclimates, influence ocean, mountain terrains, everything make this landscape very interesting and very unpredictable with the weather. Ooh. Yay. You can't say that it's relaxed. It's not relaxing at all. But behind me is beautiful volcano. I think we should go there. Or there. And maybe we stay here? I was even considering to move here. What do you think, Adam? Do you want to live here? Endless summer, nice landscape, so many attractions. You need to take off your shoes. Actually, I've got plenty of sun as well in my shoes. Hey, there's a road, Adam.
Our next destination was Los Cristianos. I had already booked a boat trip on Booking.com to go whale and dolphins watching. It was €36 for 2 hours, which is actually a pretty good deal. But getting there turned out to be the hardest part. Traffic, crowds, and of course no parking anywhere.
I think it's somewhere is that beach. We just came down from the mountain. As you can see, it's dark over there, so we had to go through these clouds. As you were able to see, it was amazing sun and clear sky. Here, I don't like it. Ooh. So that's a problem because I need to recording dolphins and at the same time just look up at my son. Tricky. memory. I've got top of the top. How my compass works? Always when I have mountains, I know direction. So, first time in Canarias, and I find my car abandoned somewhere in the dead street. It should be here. There it is. On the end. Is that true? It's 4 degrees in UK. So sad. Finally. We couldn't wait. Beautiful sunset. That's amazing. And do you like this sun? This big one. Beautiful. Yeah. That's incredible in different countries how the sunset looks like. We share the same sun, but absolutely different view. Right, Adi, are you ready for your adventure today?
Not sun.
We'll be looking for villagers here as well.
Villagers aren't.
Gaucho civilization.
Villagers aren't
And their
real.
caves.
And the
See?
villagers will make it out to home.
Okay, so first our stop is Garachico. This is northern coast of Tenerife, very famous place, flooded by the lava in 1706, right now reborn, beautiful architecture, colorful streets. At least today we can admire the beautiful place, and we see remains of this tragedy from 1706 because there is a lot of lava pools. So I'm very curious how it looks like. I want to go and show my son these pools, and yeah, I just need to put my set of my navigation. Yeah, I'm very interested in these old churches and stunning ocean's view. What do you see? In the end of the 15th century, one of the Jewish banker founded this town until the eruption of volcano in 1706. He was the owner of this beautiful town. Just remind me, I've been 6 months ago, I went to Peru and it's so similar, especially these wooden balconies. They are the sign of the colonial history of this town.
From the parking at the old stadium, it is just 5 minutes walk to El Caleton, where you can explore the natural lava pools. Formed by volcanic eruption, these pools are one of the most unique spots in Garachico. What really surprised us were the local customs. Some people were actually hunting for octopus right there between the rocks.
After when I watch Octopus My Teacher on Netflix, I know how intelligent are these creatures, and it's heartbreaking for me that she will become today someone's dinner. Like in the middle of Mordon, somewhere. Oh, it's alive! It's alive!
What is that?
I don't know.
Is that a brain? Mom, I think don't touch it. Whatever that is might be dangerous.
True.
After a bit of hesitation, we decided it would be a real shame not to take advantage of the lava pools during our short trip.
So this swimming pool is probably full of minerals, so we decided to go. Why not? We do this publicly. So this is our audience. This is how it works. We encourage everyone to go swimming right now. All parents with children going to water. This is how the social techniques works.
From Garachico, we headed to a random black sand beach, hoping to find caves once used by the island's early inhabitants. These volcanic caves were home to the Guanches, the native people of Tenerife, who used them for shelter, storage, and everyday life long before the island was colonized.
Oh my gosh, the sand is absolutely black. So we're going down. I will let you know it's a dirty. It is dirty sound, or it just looks like that. But this banana is so amazing. Look at this, guys. Oh, there's 3 down. And then we have to come back. Are you ready for this challenge? Yeah, this is our base. Look! It's so weird. It's a sun. Oh my god, that's incredible because that sound is black and it's a little golden sounds in it, but it doesn't make you dirty. It's very positive, like normal sand beach. Okay, it's a nice experience, but we need to find some kind of beach where we can go to swim. This one is definitely not recommended. So on the north, definitely north coast is more windy. There is more rain here. Okay. What happened with your food?
La Orotava is one of the most charming towns in Tenerife, known for its colonial architecture and colorful street. Walking through its historic center feels like stepping back in a time with traditional houses and beautiful wooden balconies everywhere.
It's beautiful, very old, very beautiful.
Driving here definitely requires some skills. The streets are quite narrow, so it's usually better to park in a public car park and explore on foot. And trust me, you'll be doing a bit of climbing because the town is full of steep, but trust me, they are worth every step.
What you say? No.
Our 3-day trips finally came to an end. We took our last look around the apartment, handed over the key, and headed straight to the beach since our flight wasn't until the evening. And then, surprisingly, the sun finally came out. Or at least that's what we thought.
I think I need to leave my camera and just start to enjoy my holiday. Okay, I was happy 20 minutes ago because I was pretty sure that the sun will stay with us by 10 o'clock and the clouds coming from the mountainside. So I think we got after weather again. And you know what? Rain in England is more predictable than this island. Okay, there is one mission right now. We won't be traveling with these donuts home, so we decided to find a girl or boy and just live it. So someone will have gift for us. That situation was very weird for me because the guy was from Poland. I just recognized his accent. We just gave him food because he asked for, and I asked him, why are you sitting here? Do you need any help? There is Polish community here in Tenerife, so we can, not we, but I can just call to someone to support you. And he said, no, this is his lifestyle. He's a musician and no one wants to pay for his performance. And that's why he's just sitting here and spend a life, because he lives somewhere in a tent and the government doesn't care about this. He's free. He doesn't have to pay bills. I understand that kind of type of being homeless, but why I should support that kind of people? I understand homelessness by the situation that someone doesn't have choice. And for example, he suffer because he's I don't know, mental health or disabled or doesn't have family or any other support. I really understand it. And I really said trying to support that kind of people. But someone who's saying openly, I am a healthy person. I am a musician, I've got skills, I'm traveling around the world, but this is how I spend my life. I don't want to work, I want to be free, and I want to have the money from other people on the street.
It made me wonder, what does freedom actually mean to each of us? Because my version looks very different. It's planning, responsibilities, work, people who depend on me, and still choosing to travel anyway. For some, freedom is letting go of everything. For others, it's creating a life you don't need to escape from. I don't think there's one right answer, but it's interesting how the same words can mean completely different lives.
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.